What's up, you guys? Got something to talk to you guys today about. It's a lot of crazy stuff going on in this world, right? And nobody's giving us the information that we need. So we have to go out there and do the research ourselves. I'm gonna put y'all on to how I got convicted of a crime that I did not do. On everything I love, on my kids. I had nothing to do with it. And the reason why I'm talking to you guys right now is because a federal judge that read my case, he felt in his heart that I didn't do it. I'm gonna get to that. Now listen. October 10th, 2009, right? But before I continue, you guys like my channel, subscribe, give me that thumbs up. Now, I was 19 years old. My girlfriend at the time was like 6 months pregnant, something like that. 6 months, 7 months pregnant, somewhere around there. I was 19 years old, right? I was coming out of my building, the 71st precinct, one of the worst precincts in Brooklyn, besides the 75th. That's another crooked precinct in Brooklyn, right? So now, I come out of my building, I walk to one store, I see undercover cop car parked across the street. So I didn't pay no mind, I didn't do nothing. So I walk to the other store, grab some breakfast. So I grab my breakfast, whatever. On my way back, I see a shadow under a car. I see a shadow. So I looked, I'm like, what's going on? Cop came from around the car with their guns out. Don't move, threw me to the ground, locked me up. So when they put me in the cop car, I'm seeing pictures with warrant papers, all type of crazy stuff. So I'm like, what's going on? Like, they're like, all right, when we get to the precinct, we gonna explain it to you. So I'm like, okay. We get down to the precinct, they was like, you got two people that claim that you robbed them. I'm like, oh, I'm going home. I don't got nothing to worry about. I get on the phone, I call my mother. I'm like, Ma, listen, they talking about I robbed two people, whatever. I know I have nothing to do with that. I don't rob nobody. That's not what I do. So I'll be home in a while. Like, I'll see you later on tonight. So I waited. The people come for the lineup now. So when they come to the lineup, I got number 4. Mind you, I'm in a lineup with a whole bunch of guys that's from the shelter. Older guys too at that. I'm the only one with a haircut. At the time, all these other guys got braids, all type of stuff. I'm the only one with a haircut. And older at the same time. I'm 19 years old. So I get into the lineup. The guy, I can hear him, but I can't see them. The guy is like, oh, I don't know who did it. I don't know who did it. So the officer, the cop, tells the guy, like, you sure number 4 is not the one that did it? So I'm like, why is he telling him that? So the guy said, yeah, number 4 did it. I'm like, wow, that's crazy. So now they got another guy coming in to do a lineup. So before he comes in, I'm like, hold up. Let's switch numbers. So they switch numbers. So now when they switch numbers, as soon as this guy comes in, he looks around. The cop is like, oh, number 5 did it, right? The guy's like, yeah, number 5 did it. So now I start flipping out in the precinct. Like, why is the officers telling these men that I robbed them? If they said that I robbed them, then they should know who did it. Why is the officers telling them that I'm the one that did it? I didn't do it. So now they put me back in the back. Officer comes and they taking me down to the bookings, to downtown, to the bookings. So as I'm leaving the precinct, the officer looks at me and he's like, oh, I'm going to make sure you get 10 years in jail. I'm like, at that time, I'm like, what the hell is going on? Like, what are y'all doing to me? Like, why is y'all trying to take me away from my family? Why? Like, what did I do? I didn't rob those people. Y'all just told those people that I'm the one that did it. I didn't do it. I ended up doing 6.5 years in jail behind that. 4 years in the state, and then after I finished my time, my 4 years, the feds picked me up. I did 2.5 years fighting my case to sit here and talk to you guys right now. If it wasn't because that lawyer for getting my trial minutes, and check this out, my lawyer at the time, he didn't want to take my case no more. So another lawyer I seen walking in the hallway one day, I knocks on the glass. I'm like, excuse me, can I speak to you? He's like, I have another client. After I'm done with him, I'm going to come speak to you. So I'm like, all right, cool. So he goes, he speaks to his other client. He comes to me, and I explained to him what's going on. I explained my whole case to him. I told him I just finished doing time for this case or whatever the case may be. So he's like, look, I'm going to go get your trial minutes. He goes, gets my trial minutes and read it. When he read my trial, he was like, whoa. All he was doing was highlighting all day. Highlighting. So he called my mom. He's like, look, there's no way your son did this crime. He got screwed. He's like, I'm going to give a copy to the DA. I'm going to give a copy to the judge. He gave a copy to both. The next time I went to court, I was released. And that's a federal judge and a federal lawyer that read my case for my criminal case. That the officer told these men that I was the one that did it. So for you guys out there, if you ever get arrested and they try to put you in a lineup without a lawyer present, do not do it. I'm a witness of it. Do not do it. 6.5 years out of my life was taken for something that I had nothing to do with. Like, I could get into details. Like, before I get into that, like and subscribe. Leave me a comment in the bottom in my description. You tell me what you would have did. The question is, if you was in a lineup and you heard the officers telling the guys that they was the one that did, what would you have done? What would you have done? I took this case all the way to trial. Like, I would get into details, but I'll get into it later on in the video, in later videos. I want y'all to tell me what y'all think so far about this, because the 71st precinct screwed me 110%. Young black man. Why? That's just what they do. Look what they doing to us. They out here killing us and getting away with it. Putting us in jail and getting away with it. Why is these people doing this to us? I was 19 years old with a kid on the way. I never did nothing to neither one of those officers. I don't know those officers. Officers don't know me. They sat there and took me away from my family and so I could see my firstborn child be born. Because they want to lock me up for something that I have nothing to do with. I sat there and listened to the officer tell these men that I was the one that robbed them. And I never seen these people before. I never heard of them. Nothing. One of the cases got thrown out at trial. But like I said, I will get into that later on in future videos. But it's crazy how these officers and this system that they claim is supposedly supposed to be justice is doing stuff like this to young black men. To black people, period. I got locked up, I was 19. Just turned 19. My birthday is September 25th. October 10th, 2005, I was arrested. Came out of jail. I was 26 years old. And up to today, I still get haunted because of them cases. Got denied thousands and thousands and thousands of jobs. And these officers is living their life, whatever they doing right now, with no consequences. But I'm still dealing with consequences right now. I was wrongfully convicted in the state of New York, Brooklyn Supreme Court. My lawyer was Michael Gold, Jewish lawyer, no good. He's still a lawyer now in Manhattan Court. I think everybody that met Michael Gold was like he was either trying to get them to take a plea deal or they end up in jail. And I was one of them. Although all that happened, I'm still trying to continue with my life. And that felony keeps stabbing me, keeps stabbing me, keeps stabbing me, keeps stabbing me. So I want y'all to understand what's going on here. They locked me up at the age of 19. And I came out of jail at the age of 26 for a crime that I did not commit. That I sat there and listened to these officers told these men that it was me. Let me give y'all another story. Let me give y'all a story, right? For when I was locked up. Show you how crazy the system is. This guy that been locked up for a while, he got like a 93 number. He been down for a while. His brother got killed, right? His brother was murdered in the streets of Brooklyn. The guy that murdered his brother, he got locked up for it. Every jail this guy went to, the dude was sending a hit. Like, yo, get this dude. He had his weight up. Dudes respected him. How one day he ends up in Wendy Correctional Facility on the same block, on the same tier as this guy. The guy that he killed his brother. How did y'all do that? Like, y'all knew this guy killed this dude's brother. I know that y'all know that this guy killed this guy's brother. Y'all put them in the same jail at the same on the same tier. What you think was gonna happen? In them jails, you gotta stay there quarantined for 3 days. They ask if you want to sign in for PC, whatever the case may be. If not, they give you your razor, go to population. Third day, this dude come out. The guy that his brother got killed, he thought he was gonna stab the dude up. But the dude had a banger like this as well. How did he get that? He just came into the jail. Just got into the jail, not even 2 weeks. Then he ended up on the same company and the same block as him. D block, first floor. Y'all gonna put them on the same company and then the same block, first floor, together, knowing that this guy killed his brother? What they thought was gonna happen? So you see how they just want us to dig ourselves deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper? But this is supposed to be the people that say that, like, they're for us. It's just bullshit. So let me know what you guys think. Leave some comments down low. Give me the thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. I'm gonna have some more news for y'all. Like, I got a cousin that's in the industry as well. Like, he be giving me the juice on a lot of these people that y'all be looking up to, and it's not what it. Trust me. But like I said, I get more into that as time go on. In the next video, I'm gonna explain a little more on my case and give y'all a little more details on more on my channel and what's gonna be going on. So you guys enjoy your days. Again, subscribe, thumbs up. See you on my next video.